Climate change and control. Climate change, driven primarily by human activities, has emerged as one of the greatest challenges of our time. The consequences of a warming planet are already being felt globally, with rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and the depletion of natural resources. In response to this crisis, scientists and policymakers have increasingly turned their attention to climate control strategies aimed at mitigating the impacts of climate change. This article explores the complex relationship between climate change and climate control, highlighting the urgent need for collective action to address both these pressing issues. The reality of climate change. Over the past century, human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes have released significant amounts of greenhouse gases, GHGs, into the atmosphere. These gases, including carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O, trap heat and contribute to the greenhouse effect, leading to a steady increase in global temperatures. The consequences of this temperature rise are far-reaching and include rising sea levels, more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, floods, and disruptions to ecosystems and biodiversity. The role of climate control. Climate control refers to a broad range of strategies and technologies aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions and managing the Earth's climate system. These approaches are designed to mitigate the causes and consequences of climate change. Some key climate control measures include renewable energy transition. Shifting from fossil fuels to renewable sources of energy such as solar, wind, and hydropower can significantly reduce carbon emissions and decrease our dependence on finite resources. Afforestation and reforestation. Planting trees and restoring forests helps absorb CO2 from the atmosphere, acting as a natural carbon sink and promoting biodiversity. Carbon capture and storage, CCS. This technology captures CO2 emissions from industrial processes and power plants and stores them underground, preventing their release into the atmosphere. Sustainable agriculture and land use. Implementing practices such as precision farming, agroforestry, and sustainable soil management can reduce emissions from agriculture, improve soil health, and increase carbon sequestration. Energy efficiency. Improving energy efficiency in buildings, transportation, and industries can reduce energy consumption and associated emissions. Challenges and considerations. While climate control strategies hold promise, they also face challenges and complexities. Some key considerations include technological advancements. Further research and development are needed to enhance existing technologies, make them economically viable, and explore new innovations that can effectively combat climate change. Global cooperation. Climate change is a global issue that requires international collaboration. Governments, organizations, and individuals must work together to develop and implement climate control policies and practices. Equity and justice. Climate change disproportionately affects vulnerable communities and exacerbates existing social and economic inequalities. Climate control efforts must prioritize justice, ensuring that mitigation and adaptation measures are equitable and inclusive. Behavioral change. Individual and collective actions are vital in addressing climate change. Encouraging sustainable behaviors and promoting climate-conscious lifestyles can contribute to long-term solutions. Conclusion. Climate change and climate control are intertwined challenges that demand urgent attention and action. While climate change poses threats to our planet and future generations, climate control strategies offer hope for mitigation and adaptation. By embracing renewable energy, reforestation, carbon capture, sustainable agriculture, and energy efficiency, we can work towards a more sustainable and resilient future. However, addressing these challenges requires a collective effort, with individuals, communities, governments, and organizations coming together to combat climate change and create a healthier planet for all.